ba 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 bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da-bum bum. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Meow 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 meow. Hello, Clay Moon. Hello, everybody. Hello, Ruby. Hello, all these nice folks that came in so early. So early. Oh my gosh, everybody came on in to go say hello. While I was sitting there and staring at the screen and looking at the time, you guys were waiting with me. Hi, Uncle Grumpus. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on and being cute. Hi, Marshy. Wow, we're gonna have a collab, me and Marshy, on Tuesday. I'm gonna give a shout out to Marshy. Because heckin' yeah, why the heck not? Ah, fish. We're gonna be fishing. We're gonna be fishing a lot in Stardew Valley. There'll be times when our characters will both be on the same screen. There'll be times when our characters are not on the same screen. We're just gonna be running around doing our tasks as farm people, as farmers. Yeah. So I guess we'll figure out how that'll go. I'm gonna chat with Marshy this weekend so we can figure out if his mods are gonna be the way it's done, or my mods are gonna be the way it's done. We are farmers. Bark, 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 bark. I'm a cat. I'm a cat farmer. But that is on that day. I can't do Stardew Valley every day. We can't do it every day. My gosh, how the heck am I gonna be a variety streamer if I keep playing the same game, right? Yesterday. So what happened yesterday, right? Oh my gosh, I got asked to join to be a guest on Freckles' stream with Ash Coyote and Freckles, and we had a fun little chat, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, can you be ready in like a half hour to stream? And I'm like, sure. Why not? Yeah. So that was fantastic. We got to do that there. And after that, they raided to me, and then I suddenly had a huge audience, and I panicked. But I didn't panic too hard because I'm just like, oh, I remember what to do. Let me do a poll to see what game you guys want to play. And they're like, Marbles on Stream and Balatro. And I'm like, oh no. So we did Marbles on Stream, and that was fun. I got to do that with a larger audience. And then we got to do Balatro. And I am dumb. But now I know for next time that I'm not good at streaming Balatro. We went through, we had one good run, and then I beefed it at the end. And then we were trying to figure out what to play next. And then we just decided to do more Stardew. Like I was thinking like maybe Warframe. So that's another possibility of doing Warframe things. On one of those rando days, we can figure it out. My Fridays are always a little bit spooky because I don't know where it's gonna go. Because I want to keep it loose, so I can learn how to pivot and change games and change styles, as it were. I'm also doing more collabs lately. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a collaboration with the local catboy, Murglow. I'm gonna do a shout out for Murglow. Wow, and they were playing. They're getting back into Warframe too. Our friend Duff Fluff on Warframe Wednesdays, I get to join along, and they do most of the talking. They're very, very nice. I hadn't been playing for 5 years. Murgula hadn't been playing for 10 years. Tony Cage, thank you so much for the follow. So, like, Murgula and I are both equally clueless on what's going on in the Warframe. And Duffoff is very, very nice. Duffoff and Nate of the Bull are very, very nice. You know, taking me by the paw and leading me around and saying, like, let's do some stuff you need to work on. And then, you know, slowly getting us up to speed. And I love it because we're both clueless. And the clueless cats are going to be doing a fun little collab tomorrow. And we're going to be playing web fishing tomorrow. That's right, web fishing. We were trying to look through stuff we both have. We don't have to buy another game kind of thing. Hi, G-Quan. Welcome. And all that. Yeah. So the two of us are going to be having a fun little collab together. It's going to be web fishing. It's fish. It's going to be more fish. More fish time. Yeah. Yeah, all this fishing thing came up from Stardew Valley. It came up from what to do in VR chat when I'm trying to entertain people who wound up doing the fishing world. Yeah, Murglow. Me and Murglow. Murglow and me. Murglow has been streaming a lot longer than me. Murglow also needs some more attention, I think, because recently had roof damage, and you know, trying to get the word out there for definitely help from Murglow. So hopefully I can at least get some more eyes on Murglow, so we can figure it out. The local cat boy. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that tomorrow, later than I normally stream. That'll be 6 p.m. Eastern time, to like maybe 9, maybe like a 3-hour stream. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, and I'm gonna take Monday off. Yeah. So let's look at how this week is going. So today is just gonna be art. We're just gonna be doing some emotes. And there's my collab we were talking about, web fishing, and it's gonna be with Murglow, the local cat boy. Yeah. So what else is in the lower left corner of the screen? That says cleanupcrew.show. That's going to be debuting as episode 3 is going to be coming out next Friday for everybody. Last night, we got to do a patron and staff viewing of episode 3 of our show, The Cleanup Crew, where I star as a character in that. It was all filmed in VR chat. We worked on it for 4 years. We're slowly drips and drabs putting an episode out a month, just so we're getting it out there. And damn it, I'm so proud of it. I'm just so proud of it. But yeah, we don't have a huge advertising campaign. We're just doing word of mouth and like showing people stuff. But if you ever want to see me as an actor, trying on different roles, things like that, check out cleanupcrew.show. Yeah. How did it go last night? It went great. Yep. 9 p.m. Eastern last night, we hung out in VR chat and we watched we had a small group of staffers and patrons, and we watched the episode together, and it was fantastic. And from there, I went to my weekly party, Fridays, with Unnamed and Solo, and that fun crew. And I'm going to do a shout out to Unnamed for having a fantastic party once more. That went pretty heckin' well. That was really, really fun. Yeah. So that was fun. So it was a hangout. Got to talk to other streamers, see how their weeks went, talk to their followers, and just hang out and chill and all that stuff. This one was a little bit different because a couple minutes after I showed, it was just in time for them to all dip on over to. We all played Audience Anarchy. Hello, Ichigo Tomogo. Welcome. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, this was pretty fun. because we got to do little improv skits, and it was random to see who was an audience member and who was an actor, and it was fun. I got to be on there, and I got to be a silly, loud Boston mom. So that was great. Mouse Pointer says one of the ads from Renard streams from Aunt Annie ends. Ah, neat. Yeah, the local mall near me, where my localist Annie Ann's was, is kind of slowing down and shutting down. There's all these stores in there just closing down. So I'm wondering if one day Auntie Anne's might not be something we can go to have our delicious sweet pretzels and things. Oh my gosh, you discovered my stuff in the odds? Thank you so much, Ichigo. Yeah, I'm a silly critter. I keep trying to do everything, trying to do too much. I'm an artist. I also want to hang out in VR chat and just pal around. I also want to be an actor. I want to sing. I want to do all these fun things. And heck, I love attention, so I want to be a streamer too. So I'm trying to figure it out, like one day at a time. One bit of fun and burst of energy at a time. Today is just going to be about making more emotes, pal. More emotes. Today is emote day. Emote day. Emotep. We almost got there. All right. Ciao. How's it going? Let's turn this on. Hey, I got my grubby mitts ready to go. Let's get this cooking. Let's get this cooking, everybody. Y'all ready to cook? Y'all ready to cook some art? Yeah. You'll have to forgive me, because as we're digging around and we're drawing and we're making stuff, I might forget to talk as much. It's gonna be tougher to do the yap, but I want to try to at least let you guys know what's in my mind as I'm trying to puzzle something out in terms of artwork. So how many emotes we got? We got the raid. Got the raid. We got all the ones that were available so far. We have the hello. We got the hi. We got the LOL. We got the WTF. We got the sleep. The sleep time. I should use that more. Sometimes I sleep, but sometimes, luckily, I haven't slept while streaming. That would be a no-no. I don't want to fall asleep while I'm supposed to be entertaining people. We got our sus face. We have tired face. I can relate to tired face. I feel very, very tired today. We got my derp face. We got my schnoof, and that one's animated. Got my popcat face. That's animated. This little hype train thing here, I want to have that as a large image, like maybe around this big, to like roll into the screen, and doing this animation thing. And I want to have like my various characters from VR chat that I'll film myself in separately, all popping up and singing parts of a song and singing a hype train song. That's what I want to do. That's what's in the back of the old noggin. Whether it comes through, whether we get that done or not, whether we have time to do it, we'll see. This is my ref sheet. We have a Dancy Rave. Roxy can't rave. We got that one animated. Animated off stream, but it's just a happy little critter wiggling around. Yeah, I like popping those out on other friends' streams when they have some really badass music. And I wanted to show my character flipping out. Heckin' yeah. So we did that, and then last week we did this little wow face. Wow, that's downy fresh. That's soft and tasty. Yeah, that's a fun little face. So as we've been unlocking more sub points, we're unlocking more emotes, which means I don't think I'll ever be able to get them all done. Because since we've unlocked more, I need to make more. Oh, Rhino the Second redeemed Southern accent. Well, howdy. Well, let's see here. We got ourselves a happy little filly over here doing the hey, ho, yee-haw. And then we have a silly critters over here doing the what? You said what? You did what? You thinking what? I know what you're thinking. That's that face that's going over there, and this one's over here like, yeah, talk to me after I had my coffee. That's that face over here. This one's like that's boy howdy, I'm having a swell time. This is a what do you smell like? When was the last time you showered? Oh my. Yeah. So this we're gonna have ourselves a swell little time here. We're gonna tickle our ivories. We're gonna tickle our fingers as we're drawing some more fun. That's enough of that. I mean, I added that dang southern accent, so someone's gonna hit the button. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Dang it. Diddle a dang ding dang dong. Alright, so that's good. That's done. So what do I want to have on here? I drew a hiney. But like, I don't know. Oops. I don't know what that's gonna be. Because like, was like an animated popping up and down, wobbling. Like, how many frames of animation does it need to be? How much work? How much work will go into emote? So what I want to do, so I saw my friend, let me see if it lets me do it. It's probably not going to let me do it. But my friend, Makari, has 1 billion emotes. They are super uber successful. But like, there's this one, right? Based on the Wii's face. I don't know, but this would be like the first time. If I try to get it really close to it, that would be the first time I'm like directly looking at a meme and trying to recreate it. But the thing about any kind of meme is like, it'll go like, oh, remember that meme? Yeah. I've so far never really done that. And I don't know if it would help me get seen more if I make something that looks like something that was popularized by somebody else. That's always the temptation as an artist, to go like, well, people are only interested in your stuff if you reference something that was already popular. But yeah, that kind of face looks like it would be fun to animate. It looks like it'd be easy to animate. It's like there's no frames of animation. It's just move it up and down. So that's what I'm thinking a little bit. So what I can do at this point, if y'all want to be involved a little bit, is I can make a little poll, and then we can figure out together. We can vote together to see what kind of emote I should work on today. We got a lot so far, but like, we're starting to run. Like, should it always be my face? Does it count as one of my emotes if it's not my face? Can I do like some letters or something? Do I do a word balloon that says meow? I'm trying to figure that out. So let's make a poll. Let's do that together, and we're gonna figure out what we can have, what we're gonna do today. New poll. Today's emote. All right. So I'll do my first idea. Wheeze laugh. Wheeze laugh. What else? There could be another dance that could do like close up of Roxy's ass while she's dancing. Because I have that little dance thing. I could just have like just bouncing back and forth. I don't know if that would be fun, but I definitely would draw it to be okay with TOS. All right. Butt bounce. All right. What else? What would be easy to animate? I can think of so many things that would be difficult to animate. That go like, wow, that's amazing. but it took me a week and a half to animate it. So not so good. Yeah, let's see. I have happy faces. I have, I know. I don't have an angry face. I'll do anger. Angry face. I already have tired and sad. Maybe sunglasses. All right. I gave you guys 4 choices. Hopefully it's not too many choices. Whichever one wins will be the one that I draw today. Does that sound fair? I hope it sounds fair. Because it'll help me with ideas. Yeah, if you guys help me decide, then that's good. And we'll do what you guys want. I'm all about that. I want you guys to feel like you're helping. Give me ideas. Because, yeah, the more we do, the harder it's going to get. We need to figure out what to do. What haven't we done yet? Now. Yeah. Big energy today. Big excitement today. Snap into a Slim Jim. That's what it's all about. I don't have any Slim Jims. But I want to snap into something. Maybe because I'm a cat. Maybe all these sharp teeth means I want to snap into something. Rawr. We'll figure it out. Yeah. My major worry is we're going to get to the end of the poll and I'm going to see that nobody voted. And I'm going to go, oh no. Everybody died. Oh no. So, what am I working on today? Well, if you can see, Criminy, a couple seconds left. There's a poll right now on which emote I should draw today. I have 4 in there. If you'd like to vote, maybe you can help decide what we draw today. Couple seconds left. Also, happy Saturday, everybody. Yay, we got 3 for the Wheeze left. Easy peasy. Easy peasy bacon squeezy. Sweet. All right. Well, that's an easy one. We will easily pop that out of the way. Happy Catterday. Happy Catterday, Criminy. Happy Catterday. Yeah. All right, let's have Wheeze laugh. Now, is it funnier if I make it look exactly like the art, or is it funnier if I get close? Let me do the Wheeze meme. Is it funnier if it looks just like it, or if it looks inspired slightly by it? Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. All right, file, create from clipboard. That's what I think is the meme thing. So I put it in chat. My friend Makari did that. So it's not exactly like it, but if I have it on screen and then I draw something separately just because it's there. There we are. So I'll just look at it. So it won't feel like I'm cheating or stealing from this artist. All right. Let's get her cooking. That would be hilarious if you did it in the same style. See, that's why I've always been avoiding from this time, because I could just trace the damn thing, but I want to get close to it and have it still look like my art. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right. Pencil. Alrighty-roo. Maybe I should put the thing over on so you can still see it. Move it over here. Y'all can still see what I'm working on. I got my squashed little face. Mine's more round in that shape, so if I have it roundish, then it's still me, it's still my art. I've always been hesitant to climb onto a bandwagon in terms of art, and it might have kept me from really getting discovered by people. But I think as long as I make this like, oh, I see what they're going for, then that's good. All right. So as long as we have this general shape, then people will get it. If I have like just the open gap there like that, people will go, oh yeah, I know that meme. I am aware of that meme. Isn't that great? It looks so close to the original thing. What's going on in my life? Anything new, exciting I want to share? All right. I guess I can talk about that stuff. So, before you came in, I talked about all the stuff I did yesterday, and I can go over it again. I went over, we had our debut of episode 3 of Cleanup Crew that I'm in for our patrons and staff, and it'll be live next Friday. Next Friday on YouTube, on cleanupcrew.show. And y'all get to see me be my fun, lovable actor character. I mean, not actor character. I mean, I'm an actor, and my character is not. Yeah. So there's that. I went to a fun party yesterday, and we did Audience Anarchy, and I was a fun Boston mom. Well, that was fantabulous. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. There's my snoot. Little spot drop on there. Yeah. All right. So I can still make it my fate. Yeah. Yeah, we had some really, really good people. We had some people that didn't know timing at all. We had some people that are really, really good. Yeah, the streamers got to do stuff with people that are just followers. So it was great. So when I got to be an actor, and I got to go up as an actor, I had my spot. I took myself off the running to be another actor. So, but it seemed like everyone else still go like, I had fun acting. I want to act again. Even though it was a huge room full of people, like maybe like 30, 40 people. So I kind of felt a little miffed. I'm like, well, if I knew that people were just going to be able to go twice, people will be able to see I can do more than one thing. But I also wanted to give other people a chance. I'm all about, not hogging the spotlight, letting other people shine. Because I want to give people that chance so I can see where it's gonna go. Yay! Hello, Wolfgang Cake. Hello, 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 hello. I'm getting really far away from my mic as I'm doing my art. So sorry. Hope y'all can still hear me. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Doing my silliness. I'm trying to do the wheeze face and have it bounce up and down. So I'll change it slightly so you can see it's still me. It's random if I set myself as an actor. Wouldn't call it hogging the spotlight. Yeah, it's random. But yeah. Certain people that was just like, oh, my line is up. I'm just gonna laugh for a minute straight. I'm just gonna laugh, and then I'll hit I'll say my line, and then I'll hit the jump button. So everyone's just waiting for them to finish laughing. Like, that's great. That's awesome. Good job. Typical AA. Yeah, I guess that's typical. I don't know. I was sweating over it for a couple hours while we were streaming the other day. I'm like, I want to show people I can do these things. I want to make people laugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah. Oh. Oh, my Tangio didn't run. All right, let me make sure my Tangio runs. Thank you for testing it. I'll go over there and make that happen. Tangio. Let me try that again. Interactions. All right. So this is what I'm allowing to happen. I want to see what already happened. Huh. I don't see the spray thing. Am I not logged in? Let's try again. Looks like I'm in. There we are. Okay, spray, replay. Okay, not visible. And we'll relink that. Properties. Relinked it. Try again. Did not fit. Why is that? Oh. Here it needs to be. Again. Why isn't it visible? Peter, is it not the right size? I bet it's not the right size. I bet it's way too big for some reason. Alright, one more time. Hey, there we go. Thank you. Yeah. All right, great. I don't know why the size reset. That's no good. Nice. Yeah, that should be a part of like when I'm relinking all of my things every time I gotta run this. Some of the stuff just breaks. I gotta fix it. That's what it's all about. You go in, you fix it. I should have done the inks on there. So let's instead do the inks. I'm putting too much detail in Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fun, 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 fun. These cats. These cats. Confound these cats. They're back. They're doing more fun things. Very silly indeed. Need something with catnip? Oh, just like sniffs catnip, rolls around? That's just like, just turn on YouTube and you can just see that. My algorithms are full of that. And of course, this is going to be an emote, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll be shrunk down. As long as this mouth is the right shape, then people will go, oh, that's that. It's part of that meme. Cat smoking catnip with a bong? Well, it's not TOS. I don't think we can do that with TOS. Don't want to lose this fun streaming thing that I got to do. As tempting as it might be to get kicked off, I love doing this, entertaining you guys. Make Roxy turn colors? Have that. Not that one. Silly gato. Aw. Thank you for the slurp. Hello, Staz. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Yay. I'm glad I got to play more Stardew yesterday. Because I was like all miffed after Balatro, because I just do not have the brain power to do it. And like, since I was using my entire brain in order to try to progress, I wasn't yapping as much as I'm supposed to. So I felt like it was good for a little while, but like I had to like pay attention to like when my inability to talk becomes a bit of an impediment. My pen's too fat. Yeah. Had to hit save. Things slowed down a little bit there, and I worried that I was going to lose something. That's always the worry. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel. Worry if the hair. Yeah, I have to have the hair, or else you won't know it's me. It's the only way. Yeah. Okay. I think you can get away with little detail as I possibly can. Alright. Let's toss the pencil layer. Toss. I think that's pretty dang close. I think everybody will get what it is. Alright, good. Toss this. Everybody gets it. There. Now just color it, and then it's done. Hooray! Hooray! Awesome. I'm loving it. Colors. Different layer. All right. Now the hair. Yeah. Coloring in the purplish of the hair. Yeah, so when my character was first colored, my ex-boyfriend at the time was trying to do the colors for me. And like he made the hair very, very brightly colored. Like almost brighter pink than the pink of her fur. And I'm like, no. She's kind of like a redhead, more closer to brunette. It needs to be much darker. The pink of the hair needs to be darker than the pink of the fur. So then I put the colors down, and that became the first picture of Roxy Cat that was colored. Yeah, at the time, when my character was colored for the first time, my friend, Many Harmless Chomp, thank you, Jack Rabbit, hello. My gosh, Jack Rabbit, hello. Thank you so much for the fantastic photos we were getting together. That you were able to take some fantastic photos of me and make some fantastic memories of me. And us hanging out at the Ferality Sumna. It was gorgeous. Gorgeous photography. Thank you so much. Yeah, the world itself is so beautiful, and my computer can only capture so much. So it was so cool hearing like you using the camera, and I hear a click, 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 click. I'm like, wow, that's a professional right there. It has a really, really good computer that can handle that many pictures at once. My computer would went and died. Yeah, you never know. This will be shrunk down so like it doesn't have to be fantastically colored or drawn or any of that, because the details will be shrunken down. If anything, if anybody ever uses the take an emote and make it larger, then we can have that. But a rarity, a fun little rarity when someone does that. Yeah. Hey, hello, Phantom. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to get some inking lines just right. And then I'll be able to hop into my high energy form. Yeah. I'm doing all right. Had a fantastic time in VR chat last night. Chilling out with unnamed people. That was great. That was really, really fun. We had Audience Anarchy. That was really, really great. Before then, I got to show episode 3 of Cleanup Crew to the patrons and staff. It was a nice, chill little hang up, but like there were people, very, very dedicated friends there that were really like that knew from the 4 years at the beginning of the production. Like they're like, wow, I'm so glad you're finally finishing it. And yeah, it meant a lot that like, you know, some people stuck with us that long. Felt really good. All right. Good fun in the bun. So I'm okay coloring outside the lines because I can easily remove them. Except for this one line over here. So I'm going to draw this pink line on the ink layer. So hopefully it doesn't remove the other stuff. Well, I'll test that. Yeah. Pretty dang good. That worked. Alright, eyeballs. Yay! How have you been, Phantom? Meme. It's memenomical. Memalicious. See, I like this because I didn't have any, like, pictures. I want to know if I actually do something funny every now and then. If somebody posts this in chat, I'll know, like, ah, that was it. That was the right flavor. I hit it. Yay! I wish I could make this more entertaining. But making art is usually a very slow, tedious task. So I should be taking these little breaks every now and then to make sure everybody's happy and jazzed and all. Yeah. I think that's how we're supposed to do it. Yeah. Ad break, everybody. It seems it's only 3 minutes from ad break, but I'll run it early, so hopefully it'll not bother us later. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the ad break, and then I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Yeah. Meow. Yeah, welcome back. I had a big chomp of fried chicken. I hope y'all are doing alright. Yep, I gotta do a 3-minute ad break every hour that eliminates the pre-rolls, the forced pre-rolls. That would be the death of a new streamer like me. If you tune in to see what I was up to and you just got hit by, like, you know, a big wall of ads for 3 minutes before you even saw me, you would tune out. you would leave. Everybody would leave. I don't know why they would even have that as an option. So I'm glad that is something we can turn off, because that is the worst thing ever. Because I would turn away. If I knew I was in there, I would go like, get the heck out of here. I don't want to see that. If it was 3 minutes of ads before I could see myself in the mirror, I would go like, I guess I look fine. I don't care. Feels Jag, you don't half jaguar, half rabbit. They are so fast when they steal your food. They are so fast. Oh my gosh. You just got in there. You just grabbed a big nibble. Ah. Couldn't even stop you. I'm just a little kitty cat. Oops. I had my eraser on. Alright. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Alright. My snoot. My 4 colors of snoot. Flapdoor lays on plate. You gonna lay down? You gonna sleep on the chicken? Hi, Vicky. Hello. My gosh. Good morning. Hello. Hello. My phone just woke up as if it thought I said something important. I said Vicky. It does not sound like Google. Huh? Checking to see what wakes it up. I don't even know. It just listens to me. See if I say something smart. AI is always listening. It doesn't know. It doesn't know what's important. But it's gonna get in there. It is gonna get in there and listen for something. It's gonna get you. Alright. Yes. Fun. I'm loving it. Snoot. Snoot colors. What color is Roxy's snoot, you ask? It's brighter pink than her normal self. And then like kind of like purplish in shadow. But for my VTuber, it's always purplish on the left side and lighter purplish on the right. Why? I don't know. I had to make a decision. That's not the color. Let's do the color. Yeah. Meow adds depth. I'm full of depth. I am full of something. That's for sure. Yeah, I thought my design was really boring for the longest time. Because that was just like a solid color and then like a lighter color on the chest, and that was it. It was boring. Boring as heck. Then I select the top part of the nose, and then I just go in tonal correction and then brightness. And I just make it brighter. And it looks more vibrant. So I forgot to make the lighter pink of that area. So that's annoying. Now I gotta dig around all this other stuff. But luckily, hopefully I can just select color right here. Yes. Good lady. Very good. How are you, Jackrabbit? How are you, Wolfgang? How are you, Vicky? How is everyone? I'm lonely making art. Robo Kitty. Aw. Robo Kitty. Robo Kitty does not want to hear how your day was to gather data. Robo Kitty is just trying to find stuff to chat about. Okay, that's going well. I don't have room on the cheeks for the other thing. There we go. Waiting on client response. Okay. Yeah, that's always like, it sucks as an artist. It's like, all right, I have the energy to do the art now. But I gotta wait for someone else's schedule in order to get this done. Bit of a bummer. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Clients, you gotta deal with, I need an answer from the client. I used to stream doing commissions on Picardo. And I probably shouldn't every time say where it was. But it was a bit of a slog. I definitely burned out from doing it. But yeah. Thank you so much for the new follow. Agotagorius. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, but I had trouble with your name. But yeah, the longer furry exists, the tougher it is to get a name that's short. Oh, welcome, onomatopoeia. Oh no, it took so long to say that person's name. That's how it goes. Yay! Welcome now. Yeah, the currently the only way people are finding my page that don't already know about me is through the daily shorts that I put out on my YouTube and my TikTok. Or I've heard from some people, oh yeah, Twitch recommended me. Remember the furry drinking game? I don't remember the furry drinking game. What were we just talking about? So I don't lose the thread. What was it? Was it something about names that are difficult to say? I have a friend named Mama Agaptos in a Flash game. Never played. Right. Color of the tongue. Like having names wing in it. Like having names wing in it, you take a drink. Oh, okay. If a name has wing in it, or storm, or like other like classic old like furry names, claw, fang. Like a name that's either a superhero or like an Indian. Choctaw, Lenape. That's hideous. But it's gonna bounce up and down, and people go like, "I want to use that," because it bounces. That is horrendous. Is it? Is it? Does it look like me? Should I bother with the shadows for the hair? Because I know it's like stylized, and I might lose it if the hair is too detailed. Maybe the back of the hair. Oh, eyeshadow. That's why. I knew it was missing something. Otherwise, it looks like a dude. Abwa. I seal. That is horrendous. That's the thing. Now to animate it. Okay. Yay! I love it. Time to animate it. Now, animate in Eclipse Studio Paint, it's a pain in the butt. It really is. But since we have time, hopefully I can make this nice and smooth. All right, so this needs to be square, but it's gonna animate. So yeah. All right. So let's make the canvas larger so it can go up and down. Wait, no. We just need it to be square. So let's make the canvas a little bit wider. All right, what did I forget here? That's right. Let's fix that. Fix a couple little things I didn't notice until I moved this onto another screen. Didn't notice. All right. That should be okay. Now, let's make the canvas a little bigger. Alright, now it's a cube. Hooray! So bad. I want to make the hair bigger. My hair needs to be bigger. It's not cute. It looks just like me. So bad. So bad. All right, animation. Window, timeline. Okay. Trying to remember. Edit timeline, yes. New timeline. New animation folder, okay. New animation cell. Okie doke. Ah, fish! Fish, 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 fish. My gosh. We're gonna be... I still haven't figured out how to take the boing sound out of simple redeems. A friend was gonna help me, but like, I had to get it at the right time where he'd be around. So I'll try to reframe my needs to figure that out. All right. Think. Okay, that was one. I wish to have a onion skin, new animation cell. All right, frames. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So the bouncing for the Wii's, how many frames of animation does it need? Let's decide. So it's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Marvelous Mistake. Hello. My gosh, your name sounds fantastic. It sounds like someone I would want so much to meet in the City of Heroes game that I played too much when I was... yeah, hi girlfriend. Yeah, I used to play City of Heroes. We'd have all these like superhero type characters with all these fun names, everyone being silly and having these silly names and pun names and just coming in and trying to be legit and also have a pun name. Yeah, it was fun. Meow, meow, meow. Frame rate 8, playback time 24. I think that's okay. Yeah, you guys can't see the box I have opened up, so I'll do that. All right, so it's already put it on there. Good. Luckily, let's try to put this on its own layer. Luckily, I don't have to. Yeah, that is not seen. I don't need to worry about it. All right, frame 1. Let's see, new animation folder, new animation cell, assign cell to frame. That would be, oh. So I need to put color layer on here. So that's what I need to do. That's what we do. We put it in the folder. That's what we do. Okay. New animation cell, color. There, now it's visible. We've chosen the color layer as frame 1. Now all I need to do is have it go up and down, which should be the easiest thing in the world. But like, I think I need to actually make extra frames. There's a much easier way to do this. When I made my animated PNG tuber for when I'm talking on other people's streams, I figured I had to do it in this way where I can animate certain layers. I can't remember how I did that. I think I just need to generate extra frames. Well, if anything, it'll look less. It'll look a little choppy. I'll just have it go up and down. Maybe I'll have it like go slightly diagonal. Maybe it doesn't have to just go up and down. It doesn't have to be the exact thing from my friend's emote. Maybe I'll just do my own. I think that's okay. People will still get it. As long as they see the face, they'll go like, I remember that meme. Alright, so I need to make another layer. So I went from colors to color P. Alright, so now I need to make a frame 2. Assign cell to frame. Color P. Okay, and now I can edit it. I can edit. Now it's on frame 2. Now I can edit. So this should be slightly higher. There we are. All right, make it much slower, more subtle. All right. Okay, that's frame 2. Do it again. Take our layer color P, bring it up to where this little thing on here that's basically make another one. Do that, copied it, and it made color U. It's deciding what its own thing is. What I should be doing is doing 1, 2, and 3, and I think I'll start doing that now. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up. Hopefully it still remembers what to do. I still remember what's what. And once I have the number there, it'll know to make the next one 4. Rather than take the last letter of my layer and bring it to the next letter alphabetically. Alright, so let's assign frame. Click over here in the red to frame 3. Go over here to assign cell to frame. Click on that, and then I have a drop-down menu that you can't see right now, and I have color 3 as a choice. And I click on that to pick it. I hit OK. Now I have color 3 selected. So I've already animated 1 and 2. So let's see what they look like. 1 is down here. 2 is up a little bit higher. So let's make color 3 a little higher than that. Okay, that's color 3. Right, let's do frame 4. And we will copy this. Color 4. It automatically assigns it color 4. Since I made it 3 at the end there, it took the next thing of its own reckoning and made it from 3 to 4. Yeah. So cool. So we're on 4, and we're gonna hit that button again, assign cell to frame. Color, and I have a drop-down menu you can't see. Color 4. Now I have it set to color 4. It's not Tekwa, but something else? Yeah, I tried to look at a picture of Tekwa, but draw it in my own style without tracing it. So it looks pretty diddly dang close. Yeah. Clipboard. No, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's the wheezing one. Yeah. So I'm gonna have it animate so it bounces up and down. I'm trying to find a faster, easier way to do that. Just manipulate it, make it go slightly up, make it go slightly down. But I can't, so I'm just copying the frames over and manipulating each frame for movement. So right now I only have the 4 frames, the 3 frames. So you're gonna see it just goes up slightly. Thank you. Thank you, Man Called Man. So yeah, it's going up slightly. You like that? Thank you. So I'm gonna have it like bounce up and down. And that's all we gotta do. Uh, this, I wound up drawing this a lot faster than I would normally draw something because I'm looking at something that's already there. So I don't have to do any major thinking. All right. So I don't want to do too many frames. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be just any higher. All right, let's make 4 higher. Oh, I'll just make. That's perfect. If we just make 4 of them going upwards, then I'll take the next 4 frames and assign them to the frames slightly lower. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like that. Easy. Done. Let's see if this works out. All right. All I gotta do is make this slightly taller. I wanted to move this up a little bit. Did I do too much? All right. All right. Play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe another frame. You know, maybe it needs another frame. Yeah. Imagine Protogen Wheeze. Yeah, I know. That would be great. You'd have to kind of have an open mouth, or like make it really indicative of the original art. Three, four, five. I'll do another one. And then made it color 5. I just took it, made it different. I'll assign frame 5 on here to new frame. Hit the button, assign cell to frame. Color 5. Now moved it over to color 5. Now I go on to color 5, the layer, and I make an adjustment to it. Move it up slightly. Can I just move it? Okay. All right. So those 5 are hit. So how many frames should this be? Wow, 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 wow. Up, down, up, down, up, down. All right. So frame 6. Assign it to color 4. Frame 7. Assign it to frame 3. Frame 8. Assign it to frame 2. Frame 9. Assemble it to frame 1. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see how that animates. Now, we just need to make it faster. So it goes up and down, but I can change the speed of it to be faster. right? Yeah. I mean, on a separate program, I can change the timing of it. I was able to do that for my dancing animation. I should probably show you that. I think I'll do that. I'll show you that. Since I was able to figure it out off stream. Where the heck was it? It's like Roxy Dance or something. Roxy Rave. Did I put it? Where did I put it? Alright. No problem. We'll figure it out. We'll find it. I want to show you guys how I figured out the animation. Let's hope I can find it. Roxy Dance Emote. Is that it? No. Don't have any animation on it. But yeah, these were all the parts that were, you know, remove parts, animate the parts separately. But then I know I took this and I brought it in animated. That was nuts. Open. Where the heck is it? Oh, is that it? That's it. All right. Let's examine the animation for this. Now I'll play it to remind y'all what the emote was. So it's that. And it's super clunky, but it's an emote. Shrunken down, it was enough to be okay. But it's super uber duper clunky. Let's look at it. See what we got going on here. We have the parts that animated. We had the arm that animated separately, then the head, then the chest, then the jacket in the back, then the back arm, then the closer leg, the belly, the pants, then the further leg, and then the tail. I had them all on separate layers, so I had to like make each one do it. Is my music too loud? Is the music too loud? Can you hear me okay? I can turn it down. Let me look. Oh, too loud. Sorry, guys. I noticed it. We're good so far? Alright. So, this is what we wound up doing. That's better? Thank you. Yeah, I gotta remember to ask, because no one will tell me. So like, I guess this is just how Roxy wants it, where no one can actually hear what she says. That's the best. Alright, so I animated each of these layers separately. And it was just like I showed you here with the head bouncing up and down, and then choosing which cell has which frame. Yeah. I had to make separate layers for the separate parts, and then I made a separate folder for each frame so they wouldn't get lost. There's the tail, further leg, pants, belly, closer leg. I had to separate all those things in 12 different frames. Now, I only used 6 frames, and then the character turned around. However, I couldn't figure out how to make it twist around and then animate that thing. So I animated all the other frames too, where it's turned the other way. It's supposed to look cheap, right? Like a cheap little fun thing, but I animated all the frames where it's just facing both sides. for this fun little gem. I knew it was going to be a pain, and if I do it in the future, I can find a way to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, I think it's really an effective little thing because it's different enough. It changes that, like, obviously the character isn't the upper body looks like it could be moving like that. The lower body is changing drastically from one side to the next. So it's like making fun of a dance kind of thing. Yeah, I took each of these layers and animated them separately. So what I wound up doing is, as I was going, I went with the furthest layer first. I animated the tail first, and then I animated the further away leg to squish down and then come back up. Yeah, so that's how that went. And I was pretty dang happy with it. It's like, I rarely animate my stuff. I mean, it was, the VTuber was the first time. Well, actually, second time. But I'm not going to tell you about the first time and stuff. But yeah, we got it going on, and I don't know why the toes from this side wound up on this other side. You like that? Yeah. So I squished the leg down. So all I had was really the leg up and the leg down. But I animated the belly and the pants and the jacket separately. And the chest is just bouncing twice with each step. Bwah, 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 bwah. The further away arm has like three up and then 3 forward. Like, I really should have drawn another frame, but I knew it was just going to be an emote. Like, I didn't have to have it perfect because no one would see it. Because, like, it's just a tiny pink smear to the face. I knew I didn't have to have the face perfect. But, like, and the hair itself, I mean, the head, it only, like, goes in reverse. There was only, like, one frame of the head, and it's flipping back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right. I didn't animate the hair or the ears separately. It's just one picture, and it's just rotating back and forth. But the way it was moving, I thought it would be enough for an emote. I never went to animation school or any of that, like, special training and stuff. I'm just having fun trying to figure it out. But that's how it went. So there's 12 frames in there. And I only really animated 6, and then I just flipped the other one. But I had to flip each layer separately, and it was a pain. It was definitely a pain. But yeah. I did in Diamond Bar CA. Wolfgang, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Was there an animation program called Diamond Bar? It's a city in SoCal. Okay, cool. Hi, Vexthra. You remember when most of the art on VCL was just scanned in pencil and paper drawings? Yeah. I was talking about things that I've ever animated. And I mentioned, like, my VTuber, and then before then, I did something else that was probably, I don't think it was on VCL, but it definitely wound up. Somebody talked about it, like, this past year. Like, oh yeah, there's a high school program. Okay, yeah, that was fun, and it was just little animated things separately. That's how I managed to figure that one out. Um, yeah, VCL and your two originals. Yep, I'm old enough to have barely gotten my art out there, but I got into the fandom early enough that I could like you could link from my text role play to my artwork to go like I can describe what I look like in this paragraph, but you can also link over to my artwork if that also helps you see my character in the way that I see her. Like that was important to me. Like I could describe my character, but like I wanted my version of my character that I'm like showing people to look like my artwork because it was my art style that was important to me. Because like, because otherwise, like you know, any kind of like fan art or any kind of like role play with friends and stuff, they're only seeing what's in their head. I can't help that other than drawing my own art. Then it helps them at least figure out at least like what I'm thinking kind of thing. This is weird. This is weird talk. This is really weird. Furnation, yeah. Furnation. Thinking, yeah. I streamed for such a long time yesterday. I didn't mean to. I was just invited into, you know, like 20 minutes before the thing. It's like, hey, would you like to be interviewed today? I don't know if it was because like their regulars dropped out or if they changed their mind or something like that. But yeah, and it was like, well, and then they rated to me, so I had a large audience. So I'm like, all right, I'll just keep the cameras going. Let's work on some other stuff. So I wound up not doing. We didn't do VR chat that day because I was already doing stuff. That's pretty good, Wolven. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it unfortunately like the whole situation is I mean they have that whole updog virus that we're worried about. Alrighty. No, no, that was good. That was good, Wolf, and I liked it. I liked it. I just wasn't gonna read it out loud. Because I didn't know. I didn't know if it was gonna be a joke or like, you know, news flash. And I try not to be like a news broadcast type. Oh, my art program crashed. That's fun. You were there when the text was written, Wolf, and I apologize. I won't try to get anything past you ever again. Yeah. No. No, Vextra. No, Vextra. You can't. You can't say it like that. That's past. It's past. Well, maybe we'll talk about Updog another time. All right, let's restart the art program. Hopefully, we didn't crash and lose all our progress on what we did animate so far. I think I was being smart with saving. I think there's also some auto save. Let's see how we did. What did we lose? What do we have to redo? Hopefully nothing. All right. Was this animated? We have our frames. Let's see. Do we have our... Let's look at our timeline. Timeline. Where are you, timeline? It does 4 frames. Okay, so we did lose some progress. Timeline. There we are. All right, so we lost about half of the work because I didn't save. So luckily, thank you so much, Baxter. Not funny anymore? Yeah, we fell off of it. All right, so we have 4 frames. Let's get this back up to where we were. We wanted 1 more frame. Was it 4? We have 24 frames here. Fourth frame should be high. Shouldn't go any lower. All right, so let's try that again. Let's do it again. Assign cell to frame. Let's make it 3. Then for this frame, that's 4, that's 5, slightly lower. 6 should be color 2. 7 should be color 1. Okay. Right. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Let's not. All right. Doing that. I think that's fine. We could probably make more frames, but this will do it. This will speed up. So let me save this. File, save. Save it. Save it as Roxy Wheeze. Wheeze 01. Okay. All right. Yay. So that was just 2 hours of that. Anybody have any questions about the process? I'm gonna export it, and then hopefully I can use an animated frame, an animated ping, and then I need to convert it from an animated PNG to a GIF file. Sitting there having a chill time, nice. Yeah. But when I adjust the timing of it, it's gonna go. But yeah, I think that's all it needs. I could do more frames, but then the cleaner I get it, the closer it's gonna look to my friend Makari's version of this that I just did. Where is it? That. Yeah. I didn't want to have it look exactly like that. Like frame by frame recreation of it. I didn't want to do that. Because it looks like that is like more frames. And yeah, let's have an ad break, okay? Let's do an ad break, and then I'll figure out what we can do for the last hour of our stream. Yeah. So, on our ad break, we're gonna get a drink, have a stretch, all that good stuff. We feel like people when we come back. Yeah. All right. See you in 3 minutes. Welcome back, folks. How y'all doing? I want to do a shout out to my friend Grant Zeebs in chat. I didn't have all my brain power working when Grant came by. You were last playing War Thunder. You were also last in a stream. I saw you recently in a stream with our friend Unnamed. And I gotta say, hearing you two just chat, it was really inspirational. So he was playing Satisfactory. And that you guys are just chatting back and forth. And it feels like that you guys have been streaming for a while. I've only been streaming for 2 months, so there's a lot of stuff I don't really know. But you guys have the skill to yap, as you guys call it. You guys can talk, you can fill space, you can make things entertaining and chill. I love it. I'm really inspired. I don't have those skills yet. So, I bring that up because I'm going to have a collab with Murglow tomorrow, the local cat boy, and we're gonna be playing web fishing, which is like just a chill time. So I have a very kind of like a chill kind of voice. Oh, I'm a little bit too loud in my music here. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Blah. Yeah, you guys have been streaming for a while, and I loved hearing like the development of your character and your VTuber and all that, and like your thinking behind it. It was really interesting, because like I didn't have any of that kind of thinking. I was just like what I liked being. I just made my persona that I've been playing around with all this time. Yeah. Both of us stream for a while. Streaming together has been rather short. Hope being comfortable and having time with them even outside of stream. Yeah. Cause like I need to figure out, like, I've been super lucky with Duff Wuff. We've done a collab in VR chat where we just talked to each other. That was very casual and fun. I got to join in on their weekly Warframe thing with Nate the Bull, and they just did all the talking. I didn't have to do anything other than try to figure out what I was doing as a space ninja flipping around. But yeah, I want to see if I can, hold up my end of a conversation to be like interesting. I've been on Freckles' stream with Ash Coyote about 5 times now. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna start to like it. But yeah, like I'm loving the chance to gab and figure things out, because I'm like a very, very quiet person. I'm like super like what do they say it when you're introverted? Introverted, yes. I'm very introverted. Yeah. So I'm hoping that I get a chance to entertain people tomorrow with Murglow, because Murglow is much better at it than me, but we don't know each other really well. I joined on the local cat boys stream just like as a watcher, like maybe a month to 2 months before I even started streaming. Like, and I just found his stuff because I was looking up LGBT, and then I saw Busty Boy. I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, I dig the Busty Boys. I guess I want to talk about Busty Boys in general, but I know like anything in furry, it's like subjective. People grab onto certain ideas. Like, I like this aspect, I like that aspect, I'm not into this aspect or that aspect. So like, yeah, because like I gotta understand, like, I want to be friends with everybody. I don't know if that's the best way to be an entertainer or talker. Because like, I also want to be entertaining too. Like, so I hope it goes well. If it doesn't, it's out of inexperience for me. But I feel like I'll learn something. If I completely beef it and I do a terrible job, I feel like I can still learn something from that. Because like the discomfort of like dropping the ball, not having it, not being able to keep up with a fun conversation, like my brain will at least do the right kind of thing where I can get as much discomfort that will help me learn. Like, I'm hoping my brain doesn't see it like as a failure if that does happen. But who knows? We might hit it off like gangbusters. We might be fine. We might it might go great. It might be really, really fun. And like friggin' web fishing is just a hang. It's just a hang. Because like there's no goal. Hey! My gosh. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Heckin' yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh, you just gave a tier 1 sub to our friend Grant Seeps here. Thank you so much, man called Fran. Thank you so much. Three months to Grant Zeebs. Heckin' yeah! Wow! great job, man, called Brand. Thank you so much. Heckin' yeah. Wow. Well, I guess we won't get disturbed by the ads, but I still take a break during ads, so you're not missing anything. But you get to see a cool video of me running through VR chat. Like all my redeems and stuff are basically just me with a green screen in VR chat. My streaming soon thing is just me in VR chat with one of my avatars, camera behind my head as I'm just walking through the city world. My BRB is me running through a different city as a different one of my avatars. I wanted to do that. I wanted to have, like, there's different avatars, so there's different versions of me, because when I made my early videos and stuff, I was like, I need to get people interested in my channel. But I know I have to figure out how to make stuff interesting outside of the thing. So I made little videos of me talking to me, different versions of me talking to me. Yeah. I have a best of my first week of streaming when I was like trying to figure out when I was going to be an affiliate. I wound up being asked to be an affiliate like right after I posted that. So I don't know if that helped, but like it was basically like 3 versions of me talking to each other of like, oh, when are we going to be an affiliate? Oh my gosh, hopefully we'll be an affiliate by this day. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll meet again later. I haven't filmed anything since, but like I'm curious like what's going on with those characters. I gotta write something. I'm hoping at the end of it it's just like, oh yeah, it's just me. They're all just me. If you see me in VR or you see me hanging out in a stream, it's just me. That's the diddly darn goal, as it were. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, man called Brain. Yeah, like I could go in and do another thing. Like I don't know how valuable it would be for me to like make more things, different things, like a different video at the start, because it's just cutting people over. I've never gotten anyone going like, can you do something else? Can you make something else? Because like I've only been doing this for 2 months, so I don't think it's been long enough for anybody to get really tired of stuff. It's always like, how much time off do I have? How much of my time off should I put towards making more stuff? Should I spend all my off time making more stuff? Because like I've been going to cons and stuff. I've also on my off time been just watching my streamer friends and, you know, cheering them on and just trying to be a friend and all that stuff. Because like I spent a month before I started streaming just meeting other streamers and just trying to watch to see how the heck they do it. Because I luckily haven't talked to anyone, hung out with anyone that was like gatekeeping in terms of their stuff. Because almost every single time I've had a question on like, how do I do this? How do I make this happen? How do I, what's happening on screen at this moment? How is that done? I've been able to Google something and able to backwards compatibly learn it that way. So if anybody has any questions about that kind of stuff, I absolutely don't want to gatekeep it. I want to help other people as I go along. But at the same time, I also need to entertain people that are there for a good time. So I want to make sure that gets done. Yeah. If I can do both, then why not both? Why not both? That's not a bad thing. That's not bad. Alright, so this one's done. I'll upload this tonight, I guess. Yeah, I'll put this on the website where I can convert my animated PNG into a GIF. so I can have an animated bouncing thing, and it's gonna bounce fast. Excuse me. I should mute myself when I do that. Yep. There we go. There it was. I could have just muted myself. So I was chomping on some fried chicken during my break, so I got some oil in my throat. Why do I love fried chicken so much? It's obviously killing me. It's like, oh my god, you're eating what? You better not do that. Well, I don't know. I'm not around for a long time. I want it to be a good time. Good stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I can just shoot the breeze for 45 minutes. Like, usually I'm rushing at the end to get artwork done, but this was easy because I was looking at something. You're under 90 kilograms now? Going for fast food is not constant desire. Oh my god. Yeah. Grant, I gotta say, I've definitely put on weight in the last 2 months I've been streaming. It's like I feel bad. It doesn't feel good to have a gut. It's so I have an exercise bike in my play space here. I call it my play space because this is the room where I do my VR as well. Yeah, I would get on and then like do just 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't have an office. I just have my play space room where my computer is. So I could I could go on my exercise bike. I'd have to raise my voice. I don't think it would work. I'd have to switch to like a different mic so you can hear me as I'm wheezing along. But yeah. Yeah, I also have like a gym in my condo development that I could go to, but I just don't like leaving the house. Like leaving the house while trans is like, I don't know. I feel like someone's gonna feel like I'm making a statement. I'm like, I just want to live my life. I'm sorry I exist. I'm sorry that you can see me. I need to go from here to there. Unfortunately, it's in an area where you can see me. So that's a lot of why I love staying home and streaming and not doing much else. I probably should like go out more, touch grass, make memories, so I have something to talk about, especially if I want to collab with people and have a long conversation with people. I want to be interested. I want to entertain them, right? Yeah. Expense claim stuff. Expense claim? The office makes it sound official, and it. Oh, the office. Yes, I'm here in the office. Expense claim. Ooh, I should try to get some expenses claimed. I do have that stuff. Grant, I'd love to. I'd love to pick your brain about how I can be a better streamer and how to survive better. I'm limping along, but 2 months down, I'm doing a little bit better than my first month. I'm hoping my third month is a little bit better than my second month, but we'll see. Eventually, my unemployment's going to run out, and I'm going to have to hopefully by then be good enough to either call this a job or I stream less while I grab a horrible job and then hopefully survive. So I don't see myself improving enough to call this a job before. Yeah, streaming will take time. Yeah, like, cause like I have a feeling that like the novelty is gonna wear off with me. Hi Agent Orange, thank you for the follow. Yeah, welcome. You have the full-time job? Yeah, I had one. I had one. And I had one for like the last 15 years in retail. All my friends were like, where has the art been? And it's like, well, my job is taking all of my energy. That like I haven't had creative energy at the end. But I did, in the last 4 years, manage to do VR chat-based acting. And getting in and making content that way for a thing that we were just holding back until it was all done and animated. I mean, edited, not animated. I don't know what I'm thinking there. Edited. But yeah, I'd love to have a job that I could rely on. If anything, at this time, I probably should get a part-time job. Hopefully, yeah. So I can earn a certain amount of money and then not lose my unemployment, but I can't earn over a certain amount of money. So I need to be 3 times as good as I am now before I have worry of losing my unemployment. And then I'd have to get like 3 times better than that in order to make what I'm currently making on unemployment. So I'm not a math person, but doesn't feel likely. I gotta make some plans. Some hard and fast plans. Astronovus, thank you so much. Astronovus, I saw your name, I think, on my server. Have you been doing advertising for streaming? Would you like a shout out? Yeah, it's gonna suck. This is fun for a little while. I'm showing growth, but my growth isn't fast enough to keep me from I mean, I definitely can't call this a job unless I do something unexpected that is fantastic. There's no way. Don't have to do that? Okay, no problem, Master Novice. Yeah. I'm only been streaming for 2 months, so I'm not sure exactly the best way to do this. Yeah. Definitely gonna be hard times ahead. But I'll remember this time as just like, wow, Roxy, you're doing pretty okay. You're having a nice amount of growth. But like, I don't think it's enough. Definitely not enough. Yeah. So would you guys be okay with me ending stream a little bit early? Because I don't know how I can fill this. Other than like, I can just draw for myself. Y'all okay with that? Maybe I'll just draw something for myself. As long as I fill up the next half hour with art, maybe that'd be okay. Yeah, Fran, I only do 1 art day a week. So, I'm a variety streamer. I mostly do other stuff. I mostly do Stardew Valley 2 days a week, and well, I used to do like VR chat for 1 day, but others like random day, and I'm doing a lot of collabs. Draw for myself? Yeah, I'm gonna draw for myself. If anything, I want to think of something I can use as like, I don't know, make something I can use. Take away my thing here. Yeah. Hi, Bookster. Yeah, I just don't want to, waste people's time. I feel like I can do something of merit that could be fun. All right. Yeah. So I used to stream commission work on Picardo. And I did a ton of stuff. But I got burned out real hard because someone asked for fetish art, and then immediately I got pig piled by everybody wanting that same exact thing. So all I had, I had like 100 pictures out there, all of the same fetish, and I was stuck and typecasted. And that's all everyone ever saw of my stuff. And I'm like, I can't put any of this stuff on my DeviantArt because it's all trash. I mean, it's not trash. I mean, it was all fetish stuff. Just, I couldn't use it as something to help further my my life and future. Kind of a bummer. A little bit of a bummer. All right. Little bummerino. Yeah, I wanted to do more. I wanted to do something else. I'm like, I can do other things, guys. I don't have to just draw huge body parts. There's other stuff I can do. All right. So I have an idea. I have a very, very old picture that comes up on my YouTube. Not my YouTube. My Twitch page if I am no longer streaming, and my channel trailer is not playing. It's See You Space Cowboy that I have from Cowboy Bebop, based on artwork I did from my old stream. I put that up for my old stream when I wasn't around, and that was like 2016. I want to think 2016. And I feel like I could probably do something a little bit newer. So maybe I'll do just like a picture of me just chilling out. I have a photo, not a photo, I have a painting I did of myself in school. And I still have that, but I did it back in high school. So I look at it, I remember when I did it, it looked like how I was. But I look at it now and it's kind of creepy because it's like, well, that was me when I was a kid. I don't look like that anymore. And I transitioned. I don't look anything like that now. So it's weird. It's just a young version of myself. Or even at the time, I was just like, yeah, this is me, but I know I don't look like a girl yet, so it's not right. I had a whole life of that. It's not right yet. I don't know what this is. Morning Chai can just draw. So, like, it's funny. Oh, I want to show you something. Morning Chai did a subathon for the last 4 days. And in that time, they did free art. And all these like subs and all this stuff would increase the timer that they would be doing free art. And I won one of the raffles, so I want to show you that. It's cool. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. All right. I got it. All right. Let's take a couple seconds. Sorry about that. I didn't have it like quick on the draw. There it is. Look at that. It's me. It's just a fun little chubbo of me. Yeah, I'm like, all right, just give you a reference. I show my reference, and he draws that on stream, and it's like, it sort of looks like me. It looks like a fun like chunky version of me. It makes my arms huge, because like with my VTuber, like you can see that I have huge hands, but like also gave me like really beefy biceps here. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Wow. Sorry to break the immersion there, but yeah, I have my big hands and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, there you are. I'm like, I love it. It's perfect. Good stuff. Yeah. So I was very happy to. I was super lucky because there were like over 100, like 150 viewers on there. I'm gonna shout out Morning Chai. Chai's gonna see that and like, So, so I'm very happy that I got that. Yeah. They were playing this game Promise Mascot Agency today. I'm glad to get a chance to see Chai streaming something other than art, for at least for one day, because like doing free art for people for 4 days in a row, that had to have been rough. That had to have been pretty dang difficult. I'm glad he was able to do something else. Oh my god. Alright, I'll try to read this mouse pointer. Yo, I kind of feel bad for the parents and sex ed teachers nowadays, because you gotta be able to explain the birds and the bees, and the bees and the bees, and the birds and the birds, and the bees that used to be birds, and the birds that used to be bees, and the birds that look like bees, and the bees that look like birds but still have a fucking stinger. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for them too. That's rough. That is rough. Woof. I'll say woof. That one. All right, that's too much of that. There, my hands sort of showing there. It's okay. I'm not gonna turn my head that much. Yay! Good stuff. Oh, my other thing is not showing. Bump, 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 bump. Now it's showing. Yay! All right. Yeah, I don't want to draw Roxy looking young, but like, I haven't figured out what I look like as an older person. I mean, I've made, you know, sort of gray around the eyes and the ears, as in terms of like a lighter pink. So, I'm okay with that. I just don't want to feel not genuine. Because like when I transitioned, I felt like I was doing it to be more honest about who I was. Felt like that was important. So it's tough to feel. I mean, I don't want to start doing like skin tuber deals on camera, because I don't want to have to put on makeup every day. Dude, pain in the ass. I mean, I did have to do that when I went out to work. And I was very proud of it because I would share selfies with my friends. I'm like, I just did this cool drawing and it was on my face. Yeah. Sorry about the low energy at the end. I feel like I was able to accomplish what I wanted to do. So it felt like I didn't have enough time to start a new major project. So this is just chilling out, having fun. My stomach is making weird sounds, so hopefully that's alright. Unless that was the mute. Was that the song? Maybe it was the song. Yeah. Thanks, Astrum. So I'm glad that Murglow is getting back into Warframe because it seemed like kind of a joke for a little while of Duffuff saying to me, like, I got to get you back into Warframe. I'm like, wow. When I left pretty hard. It's going to take a lot to get me back. But yeah, I feel like it's a nice fun challenge to go back in there and to see the last 5 years that I missed. Well, on my art days, you'll see that I don't like look at, look forward as much. My art screen takes up my entire monitor, so I can't see my VTube Studio until I look in my OBS way over here. So I can't actually see my character until I go over here. So I'm looking at my face, a VTuber for reference, or what I look like. I love lots of eye makeup and stuff. Yeah. I remember asking a coworker, it's like, is this too much makeup or is this just enough? They told me it's just enough. Okay. I don't want to do too much. I'm not sure like what levels of makeup mean what things, because I don't have anyone to go like, oh, that's trashy, girl. I was just doing it alone. Not enough patience to see it through. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess if I have ADHD, I haven't got it, figured out yet. I haven't been able to afford seeing somebody to tell me if I have it or not. I've been able to get this far by doing artwork, but I'm streaming, and I'm also listening to music. Can't just draw with silence. Although I have in the past been able to accomplish some of my better art by just dead silence. The problem with dead silence these days is that I have neighbors that have a family that are very loud. For some reason, kids feel like they gotta scream as hard as they can, as loud as they can, as often and I can't take it. I have to have my headset on all day. Can't take it off for a second. I mean, if I take it off for a second, I'll hear like, "Mom, why did you laugh, Mom? Why?" Like, oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, as someone that never had kids or never got married, I've never had the I guess the pleasure of dealing with the responsibility of that. Yeah, like I would not be able to do that. I don't know how my parents handled it. Well, they got divorced. That's how they handled it. Yeah, I don't know. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess that's how my mind works. Dark humor. Yeah, that's how my brain does a thing. I don't know. It's because I grew up in Jersey, and I don't want to get on an angle where I just start doxing myself. But yeah, I just grew up with I was just used to everybody just dealing with dark comedy to deal with tragedy or trauma. It's just like, yep, living the dream. How are you today? I'm living the dream. That I heard a lot. I'm living the dream. I'm over here living the dream. That's how I'm doing. This is fun. I would always draw my character with like tits out to there. I'm glad I don't feel the need I have to do that. Yeah, it just helps you get through the day. You know, a little bit of weirdness, something to help you stay positive. It's just like so you could hear something crazy and go like, well, thankfully I'm not that as bad as that. The thing that I just said. I'm glad that I don't really think that way, because that would be effing dark. I think the character is more more squashed. I don't think she has that much neck. But this feels good to just like sit and draw. Like I haven't really done this in a while. I really should draw every day. As an artist, I feel like making art helps me stay focused and to help process my life a little bit. Because it's taking my observational stuff, putting it into review, and putting it back out as a memory. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I normally take off Sundays and Mondays, but for the next 2 weeks, I'm doing a collab with people on Sundays. So I'm not going to have that for the next 2 weeks. So kind of like, I gotta work through it. Hopefully it's fun though. Yeah, because like I'm doing collabs with, I mean, Duff knew me for the longest time. Murglow doesn't know me. So I'm hoping that like I can at least, say about like who I am. Because like he doesn't have time to just like watch me, to watch my streams or stuff like that. So. And that's probably like the way it's gonna be in the future collabs. It's like, yeah, let's meet up. Let's figure this out. Maybe we'll figure this something out. Maybe this will be good for both of us, and maybe this will be fun. Yeah, Duff doesn't look at like view count, doesn't look at all these things. It's just streaming to have fun. I really should do that. I should have started doing that like 5 years ago. But I'm doing this now. Because starting at where I'm at and just have any inkling of maybe one day I could call this a job, I don't think it's possible. Like, you could count on one hand how many people that like found the secret sauce, and it took them years and years and years to find it. And I don't have that. Alright, ink lines. Wah, 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 wah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My friends tell me I have the charisma for big shot type content, but I am incredibly self-critical, which is probably the biggest reason why I struggle to put myself out there, aside from readjusting to a new location work schedule. Yeah, I like big shot content. I would describe, I can't name names. But yeah, I don't have that. I'm more of like a cozy stream kind of a person. I'm more of a relax kind of person. So I'm slowly finding my voice. I'm discovering my voice is type for cozy game, like Stardew Valley. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, yeah. Celia says very cozy. Yeah, I like being that. It's like I need that in my life. I need a nice cozy kind of feel, cause it's spooky out there. Yeah, I want to provide like a nice safe space for people to relax, and it helps me relax too. What I miss, says Wolfgang Cake. Nothing. We're just chilling. I'm doing some artwork. Cause I wound up completing my emote like a half hour earlier, like an hour earlier than I thought. Uh, so I'm just trying to fill it up with chatting, trying not to dox myself. I'm talking about my streaming journey a little bit, but like I'll eventually get to a point if 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 I can hang in there long enough to get better at this. I'll probably stop talking about my streaming journey and talking about like other things people with a full life have. You know, going out and touching grass, meeting people at cons. I don't know. Whatever people do. Stuff like that. You have news, says Wolfgang Cake. Is it something that I can talk about here on a live stream? Yes. Okay. Good. Wolfgang Cake has news. Well, yeah, you're probably typing it right now. That's fine. Roxy, that's me. Hi, Cubic Guru. Hello. Hello. My wife's company she works for has no artist on their marketing team. Wait, you're an artist. Hey! Welcome to marketing, Wolfgang. Congrats. That's awesome. You got the dream. You got the dream. Congrats. Ah! I hope you have a portfolio you can show them. Congratulations. Heckin' yeah. The boss knows what I draw. That wow. Yeah. Yeah. cartoon version of their mascot. That is so cool. To actually get a job doing artwork. Wow. In the days where they can just hit a button on some dumb AI thing. Someone, I can say I know someone that has an art job. That's so cool. That's awesome.
Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking has made a statement about artificial intelligence, basically warning
It's a
us
dream?
that could
Yeah. I hope it happens too.
It's very
Yeah.
complex algorithm of artificial intelligence, and they got onto the subject of it, and here's what he had to say.
Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take
I hope you get it. Your art is fantastic. Did I give you... I hope I gave you a shout out. I'm gonna do it again. You were last playing art. Yeah. You sent me the cartoon character? Where you might have done it. Discord? Discord. Oh, that's cute. Neat. Yeah, I hope you get it. Yeah, like there's so many jobs where it's like you just need someone on the inside to recommend you, because like it doesn't matter. This is the age of all digital resumes. Nobody reads any of them. It's all a trap. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on like Monster. I'm on ZipRecruiter, all the things, and I put all my stuff out there, and I keep getting like these hits for stuff, and they're like, cool, let me look at the hits. Oh, it's in like on the other side of the planet, on the other side of the country. Like, why are you giving me stuff for something that's not even in my state? It's just like, these aren't real. All these possibilities, they're not even real. All these hits, they're not real hits. It sucks. It gets my hopes up. And then like when I go through and actually contact the stuff, contact the people, it's like they're not real. So you like go on to Microsoft Teams, be here at this time, get all my makeup on, I'm ready. I sit down waiting for the interview, nothing. Because it was fake, wasn't real. And later, some random thing tries to hack into my email and they can't because I have it like 2FA. And it's like, I hope it was worth it. Like, I got all my makeup on and I was ready for an interview and it didn't exist because it wasn't real. It wasn't real. Blah. So I'm gonna snooze that. What a way to end a stream. Sorry. I'm just frustrated. I hope things get better. Tomorrow is gonna be effing-tastic. Effing fantastic, because we're gonna be doing a late 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be streaming web fishing with the local cat boy, Murglow. It's going to be fantabulous. Fantacular. I don't know what we'll do. Hopefully it'll be great. I'm looking forward to just chatting. I want to learn more about Murglow. I want to, like, there'll be spans maybe when we're not talking as much and we're just fishing. We're just loving the silliness. Or dressing our characters up. Or whatever. I haven't played in a while, so maybe there's going to be updates. Who knows? But silliness. I love it. So I'm loving this, loving that. I'm going to find someone to raid. I hope I get to find someone to raid that I know. Luckily, I've been checking out on Twitch and looking to see if it's a friend or a follower. Oh, heck yeah. I never get tired of sending people over to unnamed. I could do that. I could do that with my eyes closed. Hey, Doho. We're going to be raiding over to our friend Unnamed, who's playing a game called Roadcraft right now. Yeah. First off, let me make sure my ending screen works. It looks like it worked. All right. And we're going to be raiding over to our friend. All right. See y'all tomorrow.